just walk right out the door. Don't wanna do this anymore. Now I'm lost without you. You drive me crazy out my mind. How'd you do this every time? Now I'm lost without you. Used to be the one I talk to when I'm sad. Can't you see now tainted love is all we have? Our issues run so deep, now when I try to sleep I feel so bad. I should leave and by the time it's done I'll be gone. When you're home, always hanging by your phone. Do I even know you? And I get paranoid sometimes, 'cause I know that you ain't mine, and I'm lost without you. Used to be the one I talk to when I'm sad. Can't you see now tainted love is all we have? Our issues run so deep, now when I try to sleep I feel so bad. I should leave and by the time it's done I'll be gone.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Green screen a little bit off. Do it. Maybe? I'll see how that goes. How's everybody doing, though? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? How you doing, boys? How are you doing? Hope y'all having a good one. It's fucking hot where I live, dude. It's so hot. I was in a fucking drive-thru to get some lunch, and I was sitting under shade, and it was 97 degrees Fahrenheit in shade. For all of you, since we're in EU today, 97 F into C. 36.1111. 36 degrees, boys. It's a lot. You know, it's almost what? It's almost 37.7777777777777777777777777. Repeating, of course. Fucking, that's at least has better survivability than going into BRD. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. Let me get the music going back up and running with the first song you guys just listened to. I don't know, dude. Something about this song just gets me fucking jazzed, man. Something about the jam. Woo! Goddamn, boy. How y'all doing? Who do we got a chat? We got ourselves Brats. We got ourselves Miguel, Poltergasm. We got ourselves Token, Zer, Rebel, Twisted. How's everybody doing? Welcome back, boys. Gretchen, Miguel. How you boys doing? Cassie, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. When will the duel start? Never, Albin. Speaking about duels, logging on right now, boys. Logging on right now. Get some groups ready. We're gonna get some motherfucking 5v5 1v1 duels going ASAP. Did any of you guys play the classic primer? The classic WoW thing? Did anybody play that? Anybody? Camping tips and watching your stream? Camping TLPD and watching. Don't know what that is, my man. But yo, Elias, as long as you're having to go to my man. Good. Glad that you decide to join and spend most of your afternoon on the. I saw that. Gonna move it over a little bit. Man, the green screen is misbehaving. What else can this boy do? I should fight my green screen, dude. That'll make some for stream content. Log on right now, boys. Take your time getting some groups together. I want to see the best of the best that EU has to offer tonight. Give me the best, your brightest, your bold. Give me all your boys. What up? What's up, Nolan? How you doing, man? How you doing, Dalaran? I'm doing pretty good, Jimbo. How about you, my man, Cap Guy? What is it, the best PvP arena as for sub rogues? I don't know. You know what I think is the best PvP essence for sub in general? I don't know about arenas. I like Crucible. It works really well into the playstyle of Burst. It does damage equal to a full 5 comp point Eviscerate. Especially at like 1 stack or 2 stack. And you can buff it with all your Symbols of Death, Shadowy... What is it called? Dark Shadows? Night Stalker? You can buff it with a bunch of other things. You can buff the damage. You can go for a cheap shot. Full Nightblade already sucks, so Shadow Strike, Nightblade, Shadow Strike, Dance, cheap shot, right? Full common points already. Eviscerate. Big damage. Marfer at the Eviscerate. Send the fucking flame in there. Back to back to back. Big damage across the board. Kachikan is ready. Who's got the second group over on the EU? Boys, how's it going, Cryptid? Hope you're having a good. What's up, Robin? How you doing, my man? Hey, Dal, what's up, Birdhouse? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one. I need to add you. Yo, Dalaran hashtag 1340. If y'all got some groups, boys. Zikari, beautiful, beautiful. Not gonna waste any time. Get these boys queuing against one another. Cat, Rican, and Zikari. 5. Let's get them both in there. Get them both in there. Give me a fucking show, boys. I want to see a beautiful, beautiful show tonight. Did it work? That's sent. Did it bug out already? Sec, I got a DC. Okay, that's fine. Love you, streams out. I love you too. Encrypted, thank you so much for hanging out too, my man. What's your beat tag? Dalaran hashtag 1340. Dalaran hashtag 1340. on EU as well as NA. Although, know that I have like a packed friends list on both regions. It might take a second to add ya. I'll try to get to you whenever I have any free time. Hello, what's up, Mohammed? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Hope you're having a beautiful moment, man. What if Catchkin? Have a replace just given the DC dude in a minute? Nah, just replace him. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Like Insta. Come on, cat. That's the first deal of the day, man. That's the first deal of the day. Let me get the duels mixed. Oh, I like the song. Let's listen to this song until we get the duels going. Ready? Alright, beautiful. Let me get all y'all queuing right now. Yeah, I want to get the first one going ASAP, dude. I don't want to waste any time. I noticed that in a lot of the streams, I kind of just waste a lot of time for like a minute or two. But with those, I just want to get as many of these done as possible, you know what I mean? Spend as less time chit-chatting and more time doing the duels. Doing the dirty. Alrighty, boys. Switch. What do we got on each team? We gotta start with the team Blue. We got ourselves Aelwit coming back as what looks like a Destro Warlock, I want to say. Is that Aelwit? Aelwit's no. Is that an imp or are you demon? I think you're a demon. Aelwit goes on. Okay, so he's demonology. We got ourselves Christina coming back as a feral druid. Toka hanging on the back as survival. We got ourselves Vikro gonna be going up as. Oh, you got the mount already. Wow, and that's gonna be Zooey. Playing assassination this time as Zakati on his rogue. We're gonna have ourselves ATS on that more of that arcade. Oblivko back as the fire mage, I think. Could be arcane actually. We got ourselves Dirk's Bind on the side. Katchikan down mid. And UKL chilling in the back. It's gonna be Katchikan off the bat. The Fury Warrior God versus Aelwit off the start. He just actually giving him a little bit of a bow. He's like, nah, not a little bit of a bow. Bit of a roar. Not even gonna give him a second just to get a setup or nothing. Aelwit should probably taking the time getting a setup early on. This is not gonna be playing with a horror actually. Gonna be rolling Gateway. Don't know if that's a good idea. Might be good against Katchikan. Trying to let it fear into Cat. Go to Berserker's Rage. Out of it immediately with a Cyclotronic Blast. He's gonna eliminate himself. Cyclotronic Blast himself into a Reflect. How do you manage to do that? And Vikro is going to be up next. Popping already the full stun lock rotation onto Katchikan. He's not sitting enough for too long. Going to be disarmed. Katchikan actually does get a charge at him, intercepting Vikro. But Vikro is going to have a port available out of there. With the Fist of Fury to follow. Just trying to nail down Katchikan. Katchikan is going to go for a Blade Flare. Not Blade Flare. Bloodlust. Bloodbath? Bloodbath, right? I feel like I haven't done these in a week and I'm already losing... Check them out, my abilities. Sorry. That's kind of Bloodthirst. Gonna be catching a Bloodthirst to stay mobile. Even though Fist of Fury can't quite get the damage of Bloodthirst, but can at least stay mobile. And that's gonna be a Blaze Storm right into a Ring of Peace. Katchikan bringing some more into the piece. That's gonna be Vikram trying to see if he can bail out of there. It looked like he stopped in place out of nowhere. I thought it was Katchikan's charge, and Katchikan actually saved that leap charge for after Vikram does get a port. Predicted it. That's going to be a nice bit of Fist of Fury that misses completely. Karma has 0 use. That's going to be Vikram running out of cooldowns. Disarm into Vikram. Can't even lock Katchikan into Fist of Fury. Does get a leg sweep. Going to be a chicken out of Katchikan immediately, and Vikram is going to try to maybe go for a port. Going to be charged by Cat into a Fist of Fury. Dropping down the Cannonball Cannon. Getting the firing squad out for Katchikan. And now there's a Zuwen available for Cat to get some healing from. Vikram is going to bail out into a focus Azrael beam with a Ring of Peace to follow. And it's probably going to go for a little bit of heals while Katchikan can't really reach him. It's going to try to go for a Whirlwind. It's going to be Vikram bailing out for a second with a Tiger's Lust. Is getting mobile. Going to be a Zerka's Rage on a Cat. Vikram is obviously going to go for a port any moment now. Is going to get the images. Trying to get a Fist of Fury into Katchikan. But it's going to go immediately for a port as soon as Katchikan gets over there. Hopefully Katchikan has a leap or something. Going to be a roll for Vikram. Port in 3, 2, 1. Port, maybe port, maybe port. It looks like he's either saving the port until the very last second or simply just doesn't. He doesn't have the cooldown. We can actually see down here. It looks like I'm blind. Vikram is going to get a wall up and running with a Fist of Fury to follow. Katchikan is just going to have to wait through that wall, wait through the next set of Karma. He's just going to have to play for the long game, but with a leg sweep, could that be enough for Vikram to lock down Katchikan? Actually going to be stopping his own burst halfway through. As soon as he got Katchikan's trade that gave him a small water shield, with the Fist of Fury to follow, going to be feared by Katchikan to stop in the Fist of Fury. Fire Squad is back up and running, and Karma is up a little bit early. Katchikan still holding on to his Zerka's Rage, and this way he's going to go for Enrage Regeneration. Vikram is going to jump down, wants to go for a port ASAP. Katchikan might be able to get a 1 Bloodthirst up there. Not going to be able to get it. Actually, probably could have walked over to the edge and then charged right at Vikro at the last moment. That actually might have been the way to go. Just juke out Vikro, who's expected for Kachikan to jump down. Fist of Fury to follow. And Kachikan's kind of locked in a bad spot. Vikro, kind of out of defense, is going to be Kachikan actually intercepting that roll, causing Vikro to drop down. Vikro is going to follow up with some Whirling Dragon Punch. Does Vikro have anything? No port available, no Karma, no wall. And that's going to be a touch of death onto Kachikan. All he has is Ring of Peace. But he's actually not going to follow up for a touch of death. She's just trying to get Kachikan away from him just so he can catch him in a bunch of verifies. The monk is just going to go for a long game for Kachikan. Needs to get heals back to back. Needs to get those charge heals whenever possible. And Kachikan decided, you know what? I'm just going to wait for the monk at this point. Blaze Storm to follow. Breaks out of Blaze Storm immediately to get some damage going. That's going to be a stun onto Vikro. Forcing a trinket at 2 seconds still. Forcing a trinket out of Vikro. He's just so focused on taking down Kachikan right now. His cat's health is actually plummeting quite low. Vikro is getting hyper offensive here. Going to be a lead by Kachikan. He cannot get a charge off of Vikro. Fist of Fury trying to lock him down. He's going to go for a commanding shout. And Kachikan used to get those Bloodthirsts in there. ASAP charge. Bloodthirst maybe off that. Does snag one into a Ring of Peace by Vikro. Does get a fear onto the laser beam. Onto the Azeroth laser. And Kachikan trying to catch a few more Bloodthirsts is going to get a disarm to Vikro. Could still go down regardless, though. Is that going to be the answer? Kachikan right here is going to try to pop off some burst. Karma to follow. Kachikan getting those Bloodthirsts regardless. He's going to charge Bloodthirst whenever he can. Trying to get some range from Vikro. Charge Bloodthirst. Might be able to get it. Maybe. Karma's still ticking on him. No healing. And Vikro does take him down. That monk played literally to the full extent of run and hide and heal until the very end. And it has a massive payoff. Warriors, Kachikan, the fact that he held in there for as long as he did is a marvel in itself. 5 minutes in, we are going to be starting to hit dampening right now. Going to be Alexi Gale. He chickens out of it. Actually, it's going to be a mobile class versus one of the more mobile classes in the game. Vikro actually looks like he's seen his match. Going to be a fly up in the air for UKL. Trying to rain above onto Vikro, but he's going to get some line of sight. Was that a good choice for UKL? Might have used up a great defensive / offensive they could have used later versus Vikro. And Vikro is going to try to zone him out with that Ring of Peace. Again, setting up for another port. Trying to lure UKL way out of the UKL. Is trying to stay on the top side of the platform. Going to be a port immediately as soon as UKL takes the bait. Resetting up a port. Not going to have that for 40 seconds while available for Vikro. Has a trinket very soon. No trinket available for UKL. Actually does nab a stun onto Vikro. As Touch of Death hits him, he can maybe get away from Touch of Death and reduce the damage he's taking. Fist of Fury gonna lock him down, though. Touch of Death does take him down to just about half health. Second stun into Vikro. Wall is up. Focus Azeroth interval. He's had enough damage though. He's trying to get mobility out of there. And it's gonna get Dragon kicking away. Was that maybe a Void Elf racial just now? Did it set up a Void Elf racial? Because he did puff up all purple. But I don't know if he had a Void Elf racial set up. Fist of Fury locking down UKL. Actually with a stun to follow. Trying to get the big damage. Big Azeroth being blasted through UKL with a Whirling Dragon Punch. And that's going to be Vikro actually taking it back. Who's next right now? It is going to be one of the mages. Going to be Obliv. Getting a couple of those Pyroblasts in there. Trying to sizzle down the mage. Trying to sizzle down the boy. Vikro continues to stay as mobile as possible. He's going to play to the full extent of the law that the game allows him to run and heal. Whether you like it or not, he is winning these duels through it. And it might be the best arena map for him. So if anything, if this was a Runes of Lordaeron, might have been a different setup, but Vikro is going to take advantage of this. Actually going to juke out Obliv. I think he was trying to see if he could juke out maybe a Dragon's Breath out of Obliv or something. Playing very aggressively with Obliv, actually, when you think about it. Don't know why he had to come up to his face. It's gotta be big cool that's coming out of Obliv. Big temporal healing up to full. Vikro is in a bad situation. Verifies coming out. Does he have anything? Lexi coming out of Obliv. He's gonna trick it out of it. Dragon's Breath coming out. It's gonna be short tricking out of Vikro. Does he have any more mobility? Or is his goose cooked? Dropping down the Ring of Peace. Is that gonna be enough to keep Obliv away? It is actually enough. Makes me wonder if Obliv is playing Shimmer or if he's playing the Blink to get out of stuns, actually. Gonna hit with an in-cap as Vikro is trying to buy himself even more time. Dipping down. Does he have a port? He doesn't have a port for quite a few seconds. Gonna be a Karma. Good force of Karma. And that's gonna be essentially a force for Ice Block out of Obliv if he wants to go end this here. And Vikro! Did Obliv actually cancel his own shield just now? His own fire shield? So Vikro doesn't get any kind of damage? That's what it looked like for a second. But it's going to be Vikro getting quite a lot of pressure onto Obliv. Touch of Death, though, so there's a lot of offensives he threw away is going to catch him as he's trying to cut across with an invis. Gonna be a fireball to the face, and Vikro did recover heavily. 8 minutes in, 20% dampening. And now Obliv is not quite ahead as he was. Gonna be a focused Azeroth beam, trying to see if he can get some damage. Not sure what he's trying to do with that Azeroth beam. It looks like it was missing, shitting above Obliv's head more than anything. Leg sweep to follow, try to catch up to Obliv. Big tempo, but Obliv does get a short pacification of himself with a COS trinket. Looks like Obliv is actually not a CC. He could have maybe gone for any kind of control, but I guess he was expecting for like a stun out of Vikro just now. He just stopped moving in a place for a second, like, oh, there goes stun. Wait, I'm not stunned? By the time he got to react, it was over. Vikro is all the way on the other side of the pillar. I still do wonder. I do think that Obliv is playing the blink. He was playing normal blink that does grant him a shield every time he does get to blink. So that's actually huge for him for survivability. He might have enough of sustain versus Vikro, because Vikro, wall is available, no karma, no trinket for a bit. That's going to be a wall right now, trying to pre-tank the damage. Obliv getting the temporal up a little bit early, going to go for a little bit of damage. And Vikro's going to bail out of there. Those fire blasts are actually hurting him a lot. Fisafir trying to lock him down, going to be a blink for Obliv. Getting a new set of shield up and running with a combustion rolling for quite a bit. And Vikro's going to bail out of there. Vikro is playing with fire, literally. Not because Obliv is a fire mage, but because of how much damage fire mages can do. Got low on health. Could be a nice block out of Obliv and maybe end Vikro right now. That's exactly what he's going to try to attempt to do. Big power blast coming out. Vikro, do you have any kind of heal? He does get himself a port. Get a lockdown on the heal, and I think he might just go down here. And he does go down. This monk with all the running, all the hiding. And he does go down. Looks like Toku wants to give Obliv a full honor duel here. That's exactly what we like to see on this channel, dude. Honor duels for days. Especially after beating someone like Vikro, dude. Are you kidding me? But Toku is going to at least get himself a bit of a camo. Get a nice hit put onto Obliv with the Dragon's Breath to follow. Into a polymer. Trying to see if he can re-poly in case Toku does trick it out of it, which is exactly what he does. Trying to be unpredictable with it. Gonna try to go for a bit of a blood of the enemy. A big bite coming down, hitting Obliv on the side of the head. That's gonna be Obliv actually dipping down. His health is in free fall right now. Might see a cauterize out of him. Trying to survive. Trying to see if he doesn't get cauterized out. He does get cauterized out of him with our open to follow. Trying to get himself a shield, but dampening being so high. That was just Toku. Just steamrolling over the mage in a single setup. If Obliv had Ice Block, I'm pretty sure he had Temporal. Maybe if Obliv had an opportunity to at least start Invis, might have been a better setup. But being completely out of cooldowns after spending everything into Vikro, you can't really say much about that, can you? It's going to be ATS up next as Arcane. 10 minutes in, 35% dampening rolling, boys. Gonna be Toku sending his pet over there at ATS. And ATS is actually going to take the pet with him. He's going to take it literally across the arena. And it's probably just going to go try to see if he can kill it. Toku trying to see if he might be able to reposition himself so he can maybe get some damage in an opener onto ATS. But the mage got the pet all the way over there. It's going to land a polymorph as Toku is trying to get up close and personal to the mage. Not going to be able to go for big damage with the pet. Actually going to blink back, trying to be what looks like also very, not random, but trying to be surprising. Polymorph actually breaks out pretty early on, and Toku is just continuing to pressure against ATS. Going to be a temporal running out as the trap is going to throw in ATS. I'm not really sure what he's doing. He's kind of like trying to juke out cast, it looks like almost. Or just trying to go for instant cast whenever he can. Arcane missiles coming out of Toku. Does have a couple cooldowns rolling with blood of the enemy. Could be big damage out of Toku. As ATS is actually not looking that good. Toku turning it around with a massive blood of the enemy as a survival hunter. Getting a couple of eagles flying there. I don't think he even used coordinated assault yet. I think that's what has been on cooldown for a while. That was an aspect of the eagle just now with blood of the enemy. That's burst right there. Another polymer from the pet, and ATS does need to go for a little bit of survivability or try to score a kill. That's going to be Freezing Trap stopping him as he tries to blink across Toku, set it up almost like he knew. I wonder if it, outside the luckiest trap in the world, or this man right here is literally dead 2.0 right now. It's just not looking healthy anymore. Ice Block not even available. That's going to be maybe an invis out of him. Trying to get whatever instant cast he's got. Going to be more pet damage. And I think ATS is on his last strain of hair there. Not a lot of places where he can stay. And she'll going to be a flare immediately onto Dirk's Brine as the pet gets attacked. Going to be tricking out of Dirk's Brine immediately with the focus Azeroth beam. Does Toku have anything for it? It's going to turtle shell immediately for any kind of damage. Dirk's Brine still holding on to the Cyclotronic Blast. Gonna be a freezing trap on top of Dirk's Brine as he tries to go for an invis. And Toku sees him right there. Probably should have hit him with a flare, I think. That's what I would have done. Barry coming out for Dirksbind. Does Toko have anything to follow? Might be able to maybe get CC on a Dirksbind and go for Manic Bandage. Try to go for Manic Bandage in between. Gonna be a stun by Dirksbind. Trick out on Toko. Blood of the enemy coming down. And he one-shots Dirksbind in the setup. Oh my god. Toko, dude. What is that survival 100 damage out of nowhere? Somebody get dead up here, man. Sorry, boys. I had to do a cough. At least I muted for you guys. That was nutty. All right, boys. Let's get me another group going. Let's get another duel going right now, boys. Right now. If maybe Kachikin and Zakati, if you want to change up a couple of people, ma'am. Or if somebody started a group, you guys are more than welcome to 5v5 ready. All right, not Raven. We're going to get you going and get somebody. We'll set you guys up. It's going to be EU. What is it? 56? It's not 60, is it? Oh, my God. 51, 52, 53, 54, 54. 54 is the number. Atho with his 300k crits. Let's go, boys. Oh, man. I have an Odia for a vid format I would love to watch. Do a top 3 1v1 each month where you are commentate what you liked about the duels. What? Could somebody... Tori, how you doing, my man? Could somebody explain what Tori just said? I actually don't understand. What's up, Machinsky? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Nice play, Toko. Toko played out super well, man. You surprised me. With a big damage, blood of the enemy popping off. You pick up Saturday, boys. Friday is AU. Saturday is NA. I feel like I'm going to just start mentioning from time to time. If you want to check out the schedule, rough schedule for the streams, at least it says the EU and NA schedules for duels down below in description. Most Twitch streams, it's like, check the bio. We got a description. Like, it's like a normal YouTube video with a description bar. You guys should check it out sometime. We got a bunch of links. Will you ever participate in duels? Sure, I'm not against it. Recommendate, I think it was. Recommendate like my favorite duels, top 3 1v1s, like my favorite 1v1 duels to watch on Duels Hour, like a highlight, best duels of the week. That's not a bad idea. Like montage, like take the best duels of that week and talk about them again, like recommendate, like the one-on-one interactions. That'd be cool. And Dalaran, how about token for 110? What do you think about this class for PvP and PvE? I think rogues are really good. Kachikot said I had a Zakati, one new, so we gotta get Kachikot first, then Zakati. If you guys want to make duels, if you guys want to make groups, you guys should know how to do it. If somebody in the chat, like a mod, wants to point out how you get the duels group going, you can. I'll probably after this duel, we'll point out how you guys can make your groups going if you all want to join the duels and make groups yourselves. Ah. 1v1 tournament, Dal? That's not a bad idea, Rodrigo. That just seems like a lot of work, though, you know? Twitch, maybe one day, man. I'm not against it. Thanks for the outload guide, yo, Cameron. Glad you liked it, man. Rogues are fun. I don't want to gear up again. Fair enough. I mean, you can play whatever you want. If you got a main already, if you got an ult, love whatever you guys want. Alrighty, boys. Wait, let me get a... I'm gonna do it later. I got soda here just so I can battle the heat here, but it's okay. You know what we need for battle the heat? We got Atham in here, Aquaman. Like a badass version of Aquaman. Coming in with a big burst playstyle. We got Baczynski in here as Assassination Rogue. Fortune as a monk. Wants to get out of there off the bat. I love Kate. Playing the Feral Druid and Judo Master versus Team Red. They're just gonna play, but they didn't win. It was gonna be Dirksbind, Kachika, and Kissy. Actually swapping out Kissy for one person. We got ourselves Oblivion, UKL, ATS, I guess, got swapped out. And Kissy already hanging out on the Spectral Mount. Gonna be a stun to Fortune. Immediate trinket out of Fortune with an incap. Trying to get a setup onto Kissy. Kissy trinkets out of it as a response. It's gonna be a bike. Actually trying to look at the bike. Just see that bike gonna try. I think Kissy actually avoided the bike trinket because Kissy flew up in the air. That was a move right there. That was a real gamer move just now. That was a... Kissy, are you a real girl gamer? Are you a girl gamer? That was a girl gamer move right there. That was impressive. Gonna be Fortune getting that disarm onto Kissy in the opener with a Fist of Fury. Trying to lock the down. Kissy taking quite a lot of damage. Popping off the blur. As the defensive gonna get a setup of their own with a stun onto Fortune. Is gonna bail out before Fortune gets a setup. Gonna be Azeroth here from the side. But I think Fortune actually avoided majority of it. Gotta line aside there, clipping him. Let's go to try to see if it can Cyclotronic Blast. Karma immediately getting forced out for Kissy. This is huge. That's a massive defensive out of Fortune, as Fortune just didn't have an answer for the Cyclone. Is that a good idea for Fortune? He turned around a lot of damage, but that's Karma down. Can make him pretty vulnerable right now. Stun. Shortest stun in the world, unfortunately. Kissy might be in a bad situation. Might want him is going to go for a Metamorphosis. I was going to say might want to fly up in the air. But instead he decided to go activating full Metamorphosis. And Fortune is looking to maybe end this fight right here. If he can land one big leg sweep, Kissy doesn't have a lot of health. Kissy just needs to try to avoid Fortune as best as possible. It's going to go for a bit of an item to extend meta. That's actually going to fly up, see if he can get a couple pod shots. Fortune can still get a really big setup onto Kissy. Sorry, boys. I didn't mean to cough in the mic. You're going to be Kissy getting locked down in the leg sweep. Why did I have to cough at the wrong moment? Poor Kissy. Or Kissy. Unfortunately, taking the first one off the bat, I feel like as soon as Kissy started falling behind on health without a trinket, that was it. Not a lot you could really do in that situation. Unfortunately, just gotta wait for the next competitor. Oh, he actually sees him. It is Catcher again. Can Catcher do anything against Monks? We'll see. Monks and Demon Hunters as his biggest kryptonite. But Catcher is at least gonna get himself an opener without having to use charge. He's gonna go for a stun onto Fortune. He's probably, I think, set himself up to fight Monks with that Stormbolt. Because with a Stormbolt, between Fear, Racial, and Stormbolt, he could stop those Fists of Furies to get the big damage into Fortune. Gonna go for a disarm off the bat as Wall comes out for Fortune. That's gonna be a Blaze Sword, but Kachika's taking quite more damage than Fortune as disarm comes out. Doesn't have a way to Bloodthirst, is actually gonna have to go for a Fear. Why his cooldowns are up and running? What is Rampage? Unfortunately, still has a massive health advantage. Gonna be a bike crashing into Kachika. I love the random direction that the bike can come from. 2-minute cooldown, right? So if Fortune stays up, he should be able to bike everybody today. That's going to be a Fist of Fury coming down. Does Kachika, he does have a Stormbolt for it, forcing a chicken out of Fortune. He's going to go for a port immediately. As soon as Kachika jumps down, unless Kachika has a leap. Try to see if he can go for a leap. Couldn't quite get it. I think sometimes you got to be away from the edge in order to land the leap. Unless he simply didn't have it. Touch of Death with Alexi coming out. It's going to be instant trinket out of Kachika. Try to see if he can just manage his health just a little bit. War Stop to stop that Fist of Fury. Gonna take quite a chunk out of his health with a Touch of Death, but he's still trucking. That disarm is gonna put him on a back foot, as he still does need to get a lot of healing. Hasn't popped his Enraged Regeneration at all, so for him survivability is very, very important, but also very low chances of surviving. Gonna be a Stormbolt as Fortune's trying to bail out of there with that Karma. Ring of Peace coming down onto Kachika. Does he get a Bloodthirst in there at the end? I think he tried to get out to see if he can get a Bloodthirst. I don't know if he was able to get one. But that's going to be an intercept to follow Fortune back, as Fortune is going to get him some dampen harm. Zuen dissipating for now. Hopefully Kachika has an answer to the next Fist of Fury. That could just be a lockdown to him. No Zerka's Rage available for that incap. That's going to be a couple of Vivifys for Fortune. Does already have a setup a port. That's going to be actually first aid for Kachika. It is going to get a Stormbolt as soon as that Fist of Fury comes down. Finally, Cat able to at least stop Fist of Furies for a moment. Going to be a disarm where Kachika actually just going to get a big leap, and it's going to charge Fortune as he's trying to drag a kick to him. Just going to root him in place for just a second. Fortune looking to get another port out. But it looks like Kachika is just going to sit back there, so Fortune is going to get back and engage. 4 minutes in, Fist of Fury coming down again. Fear coming in for Kachika. Again, just trying to stop those Fist of Furies. That's his plan. Is it going to pay off? Though no Karma available for Fortune for now. Lexi to Cat with a Ring of Peace is going to be a Stormbolt. But Kachika has no way of reaching Fortune. That was very unfortunate with that Stormbolt. Might have a leap here. Going to be in cap of Fortune. Zerka Rage for Kachika. Another bike comes in onto Cat, crashing in, and he's going to Fist of Fury at Cat. And Cat is going to use the images while he's got it. Back to his basics, man. Getting those charge heals off of the images. Massive healing coming out of that. Get a hit with the disarm with Whirling Dragon Punch for Fortune. Fortune's still holding on to that Karma if he ever needs it. So if Kachika can kind of just sneak up the damage into Fortune, whittle him down over time, that might be the best way to do it. Gonna be a Stormbolt, but that's gonna be tricky. Karma coming out, touching down on the Cat as he has no answer for Fortune right now. He's gonna try to see if he can get a charge heal off of him, trying to manage that Karma, manage that Touch of Death. That's gonna be a boopity bop with that Ring of Peace, booping him back into Fortune. Again, Kachika just trying to avoid the next Fist of Fury. War stomping that Fist of Fury right now, trying to see maybe we can get a charge heal. Could maybe Zerka Rage out of this, not gonna do it, but that's gonna be Enraged Regeneration. Fortune is definitely gonna have himself a big port out. Kachika doesn't have a way to heal, and it's actually gonna have to go for first aid. Very unlucky. as Fortune was able to force out a massive defensive out of Kachikan. And now, because of that, Kachikan had to go for first aid, and Fortune got himself so much healing back. Stormbolt coming out a little bit early for Kat. It's going to be an opportunity for Fortune to go for Fist of Fury, unless Kachikan has actually going to go for a disarm on Fortune before that Fist of Fury can land. Maybe he has a Fear available for it. Kachikan taking quite a bit of damage. Now his weapons are back in his hands. Fist of Fury coming out does get to go for a Fear, as the images are going to join back in the fight, as they are still trying to get... The images are technically Fear, but they're still trying to do damage. Weird interaction for sure. Unfortunately, just trying to get some max range away from Cat. Could maybe be a charge out of Kachikan. Fortune getting a lot of Vivifies back to back. Actually, I don't think Kachikan didn't even have a charge there because of Stormbolt. He just has such sparse charges, man. Might just not even have an opportunity for it. Big port coming in for Fortune. Still running, still staying mobile. It really is going to come down to the wire, and the dampening is going to help seal the deal here. One of these two juggernauts is going to go down. This definitely is a map for monks, however, because of just how much mobility they have around this corner ramp pillar area. He can just jump down, forcing Kachikan after him, because if Kachikan doesn't go, Fortune will just start casting Vivifies. So for Kachikan, it's more like trying to see if he can bait Fortune out. Karma coming in as the Stormbolt lands, and Kachikan is just looking to get the hell out of there ASAP. Is he going to be able to, however? Still trying to just run away from Fortune as he's catching up on heals. And Kachikan trying to nab himself a bit of a first aid. Charge comes in onto Fortune. Doesn't have a Bloodthirst to really spend a heal on. Does go for a Razor to stun the Fist of Fury. Leg sweep coming in. Trick inside of it. Kachikan with a touchdown is going to take a lot of damage here. Can he somehow recover? No wall, no nothing. Actually, Fortune does have a wall if he needs to. Gonna get a disarm into Kachikan a little bit early. Played his hand just a little early with a disarm as a response for Cat. Cat is going to go for that rage regeneration. Does he get to connect? He does have the images that he can at least heal from. 7 minutes, 8 minutes in, 20% of the dampening making its way, creeping its way up. And Kachikan has big rampage available. Is that going to be enough to break through Fortune's tough exterior that is his wall? Charge to chase after Fortune, as Fortune is setting up for another port, most likely. Doesn't even have port. Actually going to burn Dragon's Kick with a roll just to get back up. Which is just almost as quick as a port. The mobility for this monk is incredible. And Kachikan is actually kind of willing him down. Gonna be another defensive in rotation for Fortune. Can he survive for 15 seconds? 10 seconds now before that Karma is available. Maybe he might be able to turn up big damage with this Karma. In cap onto Kachikan. Leg sweep to fall. He trick inside of it immediately. Karma is sure to come, but no trick available for Fortune. Maybe Kachikan can get himself a bit of healing. Vivifies are coming out for Fortune. Kachikan is still playing very defensively. Just running away from the Fist of Fury. Bloodthirsting not for damage, but for self-heals. He's just going for a self-heal, sustain playstyle. Commanding shout coming out. Could maybe Kachikan turn it around, and Fortune finally. Board available for Fortune. Kachikan's going to go for first aid. Forcing Fortune back. Could go for maybe the storm. But it'll be a big damage to Kachikan just out of nowhere with a bike. Fortune with his bike, man. That's all it came down to, is a bike. I'm surprised Kachikan didn't die to the bike immediately. What is this? Man. Monk in this map versus a warrior. This is the worst setup. Maybe UKL can make a difference here. Is going to try to go for a bit of a beam, and that's going to be Fortune. Just repositioning completely. Going to go a long way against the Demon Hunter. Because this is a class that's actually very mobile. Just as mobile as the Monk. Is going to get an immediate disarm off the bat. Going to be a fly up in there right for above for UKL. As Fortune is going to bail behind the line of sight, catching a bunch of Vivifies. UKL still has a lot of cooldowns available. Could go for a big setup, just building resources with the images. I think he's trying to wait for a second stun. He's going to get a short stun onto Fortune as he's pre-walling his damage right now. Going to be a Metamorphosis to follow with another I-beam right back to back. Fist of Fury coming out. No way that UKL can break that Fist of Fury. Unfortunately, is going to go for a big port out. UKL straight in the chase with him. He's going to go for the shortest stun in the world yet again. Fortune doesn't have a port for a bit. He's trying to get a big setup on damage onto UKL. That's going to be quite a bit touch of death. Going to drop darkness. That darkness is going to eat that touch of death. Trying to boop him out of there. He actually booped him out of that darkness for that touch of death. What a clever move. Just to make sure it ticks and takes him out with a whirling dragon punch. My God, you know what? You guys might be like, you know what? Fortune's playstyle is very lame. He's running and hiding and hitting one playstyle. That's a Monk's supposed to play. But you see that boop out of a darkness? You gotta give him credit for thinking on his feet. Gotta be Derek's Brian up next, playing that Outlaw. Get in with the disarm of the bat as he got a cheap shot into Fortune with quite a bit of a laser beam setup. Fortune doesn't have setup. He's going to actually get a proc for Zuen onto Dirk's Bind. Going to be a full stun onto Fortune. Half stun actually with a kill spin to follow. Cloaker Shout is parry available for Dirk's Bind as it's popping off every cooldown. Cyclotronic Blast with a Karma though. Eating that Karma damage. Cyclotronic didn't do enough. And unfortunately, there's quite a bit of healing at this 38% dampener in cap into Dirk's Bind. Dirk's doesn't have a trinket anymore. Or maybe he does, and that's just a UI bug. That's going to be a port out of Fortune predicting where the rogue is going to be. He knows he's going to chase after him. That's what Dirk's Bind probably should have said. Probably should have sat there for a bit longer. Sap onto Fortune. Going to be a cheap shot opener by Dirk's Bind. Trinket available for Fortune off of that second stun into an immediate disarm onto Dirk's Bind. Massive grapple hook to get away. Probably should save the grapple hook for Fist of Fury. That's what you should do is outlay every time. Because then the monkey just roll up to you, and now you don't have the mobility to get out of the way. There's a wall coming up for to get him with a gouge. Does Dirk's Bind have a setup right now? Could maybe try to go for a stun with maybe some beam, some damage. Does he have anything? Fortune is exposed out in the open with a wall keeping him afloat. That's about it. And that was actually an opportunity for Dirk's Bind. Trinkets out of that incap with a blind onto Fortune. Does Dirk's Bind have a setup here? This is your moment right now, my guy. This is your moment. Wait, that sap is going to be DR'd though from that gouge. He needs to go. He needs to go now. He needs to be lighting his feet. Cheap shot. The most DR cheap shot ever with a laser beam. That's going to be poured out of Fortune. Bailing out of there immediately. Dragon kicking across. Rolling again. Might be able to catch. Does disarm Dirk's Bind as he comes up with a verify spam to follow. Get on those images up and running. Just to keep Dirk's Bind in combat. Vanish comes in by the rogue. Fortune has that karma if he needs to. It's going to go for a bit of a dampen harm of the bat. Wow. For Dirk's Bind. If he just didn't gouge him when he did, he might have been able to get a full setup and ready to go. Because I was in a cheap shot DR too, like everything DR. That was so unfortunate. Cheap shot opener by Dirk's Bind, but he's really out of juice unless he can get himself a little bit of that cyclotronic blast trinket rolling. Gonna be karma immediately for Fortune, actually. Really early karma with a gouge to fall into Fortune. Dirk's Bind could maybe actually turn this around right here. Out of all defenses, maybe without a trinket. Wall available soon for Fortune. And Dirk's Bind could actually score a kill here. That's going to be a ring apiece trying to keep him away. And Fortune is just trying to buy himself some time. Get as much health as he can. Because he knows he's going to get hit with a trinket. He's going to get zapped with some laser beams. He just needs to have enough health in order to make this happen. Are you going to be able to do this, Dirks? Cheap shot coming out. 13 minutes in. We are 14 minutes in, boys. Almost 14. 50% dampener. Going to be an immediate port out of Fortune. Dirk's Bind DRing Fortune. And Fortune's still getting a lot of heals. I feel like Dirk's Bind should have went. You're outlaw. I don't know how he's going to play it. I don't know how he's going to play it. What can he do in this situation, actually? What could he do in this situation? Going to be eyes getting picked up by Fortune. Is Dirk's Bind DC? Did he give up? He might have given up. Did he? That's quite a lot of damage. Does he have anything? He's walking out. I was looking at my own chat, seeing if Dirk's Bind maybe said something in the chat. Unlucky. Obliv is going to be the last man standing. 14 minutes in, 56% dampener. Obliv has himself an opportunity to take Fortune down, but Fortune looking pretty healthy. Karma back up. We got Wall back here. We got Dampen Harm coming back soon. Done have all these cooldowns already, like Touch of Death. And then we got ourselves Trinket as well. So we got a lot of cooldowns available right now. Obliv popping on that Invis in the opener. Unfortunately, just gonna run circles. Expect this guy, dude. Just trying to play around, man, as best as he can. Breath, Polymorph to follow in the opener. Dude, I think Obliv honestly has it. Fireball with a meteor slamming down onto Fortune. He's gonna get a nick-cap off the bat. Trying to see if he can get a list whip onto Obliv. No chicken over Obliv. Actually, chicken's a little bit late with a temporal to follow. Getting a couple fire blasts in there. Fortune bails out of there, man. That's a wildfire rage to happen. He doesn't want to be anywhere near that. Literally near that. With a port away. Getting booped way the hell out. Unfortunately, playing for time, playing for keeps. 15 minutes in, 63% dampening. He's also super low. The Karma and the Trinket needs to be played right. He's trying to see if he can play. Is he actually just running circles? He's actually going to go for this win. I don't approve of this kind of play style. I don't approve of whatever this is going on here. Spinning around like a goddamn carousel, Fortune. I don't approve. But you do you. I personally am against that. Moms against pillar humping. That's what I'm gonna open up. Gonna be open up by Fortune with the full images. Polymer trying to come out for Obliv. Does get a root onto Fortune twice in a row with a Polymer. Does land it. Is that gonna be enough right here? Could maybe go for a big setup. Meteor coming down. Fireball to fall. Is gonna go for a big combustion right now. Gonna be Karma immediately. And Obliv might have to just go for Ice Block. Ice blocking off the bat. That's gonna be stunned by Fortune. Gonna be blinking away for Obliv. Trying to get the Temporals in there. No, Fortune does get to line of sight. That was probably the biggest all-in Obliv had. The angle and everything was perfect. Touch of Death coming down. Big bite coming down to Obliv. Dropping him down to more than half health. Touch of Death is going to hurt a lot. Is he done? Barely surviving. Actually has Cauterize proccing for him. Does he have enough to win in this Cauterize right now? And he does use himself, what is it called? Lucid. In cap, and that's it, man. Fortune taking everybody out just like that. Please kick Monk some F. Yo, can we get a hashtag Dirks Bride in chat? Showing appreciation for the wonderful. Can we get an F in the chat for Dirks for playing it out as long as he did? Come on, dude. It's not any Monk. It's Fortune, man. Fortune. Have you not seen Fortune in these duels? They're beautiful, dude. They're beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, boys. Let's get another group up and running, yeah? Let's go. If y'all want to make some groups, boys, y'all more than welcome to them. Does Candy got a group? 5 out of 5. We can get him versus Akari right now. Beautiful. Nolden wants to play too. Ooh. They fight for the duels, right? Yeah. Yep. Let me put you down here, man. Put you back in the box. We'll let you come out when you got a setup, dude. When you get your boys up and running. 50, what? 54, 55? Beautiful. That was a long ass duel, dude. If y'all want to join or find groups, how do you do that? I get a question all the time. Dalaran, how do you join these 5v5 1v1 duels? How do you join these duels? Player versus player, pre-made group, custom PvP, find a group, type in number 5. Enter. That's it. You'll find a group called Dalaran Gaming 5v5 1v1, something along those lines, but as long as the numbers 5v5 are somewhere there. That's all you need. If y'all want to make a group to get a group of players, if you don't see one up and running, this is both Alliance and Horde EU, by the way. Start a group. Called something like 5v5 1v1 Duels Dalaran. Something simple, something easy. List. Get yourself a group and queue. I'm at the list because I'm not actually making groups. I'm just watching them. And if I list and try to get a queue in, nothing will happen, man. Привет, здорово, Lada, здорово. Psycho, how you doing, my man? I'll be having a good one, dude. Forgot to pick up, Judge. It's okay, yo. I thought it's good, man. You didn't have to play there, dude. Make sure to pick the right one next time. I'll get you guys in a sec, alright? My group didn't get to play, not Raven. You got to play. Let me get Kenny in there first. Because we've been having him wait. And Zikari, he's been waiting. Then I'll get Night Raven back versus Kenny or something. Or Catch gonna get him. Oh, boys. Boys, boys, boys. It's a hot day today, but it's a beautiful day because it's a day for some motherfucking duels. Let me get the soda cracked up right now while I got it. Well, we got a Blackrook Hold Arena. Fuck yeah, dude. I like Blackrook Hold. We got ourselves a cup full of ice. Actually, some water in there now. I don't want to add water to my soda. That's fucking disgusting. So I'll drink that shit. It's been sitting here for like however long that last duel was going. Actually, the last two. Don't overflow. Oh, yeah. My favorite part of a soda is the foam. This shit. I think the best part of a beer and a soda, the goddamn foam, dude. Yeah, fucking. One of those little joys in life, dude. Just me, maybe. Just me, maybe. Alrighty, boys, let's get our group up and running. What do we got? We got actually full set up on both sides. Beautiful. Beautiful. We got ourselves switch. What do we got? We got Team Blue. We're going to start with Yoku. Look at a little. Oh, dark card. Actually looks kind of cool. We got ourselves Zooey hanging out as Assassination. Some more. We got ourselves Lomania. Megalomaniac over here. Christina and Elwin. Looks like Yoka is going to be going up first. Who's the person to guess is going to be team of ATH. Prox is going to be Rektar going up. Try to get a setup already onto Yoko. Looks like he's getting frozen. I don't know if he's gonna catch up. We got a wet wipe in here, and we got us a Zer. Him, her, Zer. We got Zer. It's gonna be Rector actually getting shattered on. Big shatters coming up for Yoko. Slamming down Comet Storm with a Ray of Frost. Big damage on the Rector. Trying to see if he just fly up in there. Yoko getting the temporal up a little bit early. Getting those ice lances in there with an Ebba Bolt around the corner. Gonna be a big shatter again. That's gonna be a blur up and running for Rector though. Having massive damage reduction with this blur up and running. Trying to go for a focus Azeroth beam. Is that actually reaching? It is reaching Yoko as he's just trying to get more slows on the Demon Hunter. Gonna be a root as he's trying to bail out of there on his mobility. Very well done for Yoko. But finally Rector gets to connect, gets to do some damage. That's gonna be, what is it called? That's not Icy Veins, that's what cooldown is that again? Ice Form? Is that what it is? I just haven't seen that thing in a while. Doesn't that buff the damage of your Frostbolts? Or am I wrong? Or am I wrong, Chad? I don't understand, dude, but that's gonna be Rector. Try to see if he can just hit the pet. Generating resources from the pet. Gonna be a new water alley summoned up for Yoko as he's trying to blink around and get a Frostbolt in there. Yoko might just have to wait for his full setup, man. He has Ray of Frost coming back very soon. Rector is gonna go for some food right now. Needs to stop the feed. As he does. I would have still put up a blizzard on one corner or the other. Gonna be a stun onto Yoko as Rector is getting that full demonic heal leech going. Gonna be Yoko trying to see if he can get a couple shatters onto Rector. He's trying to go for maybe set up with a Ray of Frost, trying to slow him down. Rector dropping way below half health. Yoko does miss the Comet Storm. Needs to go for a big setup with a Frozen Orb. Is getting Frozen Orb up and running with a freeze onto Rector. Trying to take out all his buffs. Maybe he might be able to get some damage in. Rector, does he go? It looked like he went for a feint Shadow Mail for a second. Maybe Yoko just stopped casting just midway. Yoko's taking quite a lot of damage actually from those fell lances. And it's gonna go for a bit of an invis if Ice Form does come down. Oh, and a big shatter to take out Rector. This Frost Mage, dude. Yo, whoever's playing against HDMI, let him get a full heal, man. Let him do it. Let him. No. Stay. Good boy. Now, second boy. Second boy. I feel like a Hound Master, boys. Cause come on, man. It's a Frost Mage. Give him a chance, man. Try to see if he can Frostbolt around the corner. It's going to be Mage versus Mage Wizard duel. We'll see how ATH as Arcane Mage last versus Yoko. They're stealing buffs from one another. ATH floss himself actually without a shield available. Going to be an interrupt onto ATH Arcane. Actually allowing Yoko to get quite a lot of value out of it. Dropping down lots of Frost damage. Big shatters. Ray of Frost does get interrupted onto Frost with Arcane missiles to follow. Yoko trying to see if he can bail out with a temporal rolling. ATH is going to sink damage into that temporal. But that's still going to be for shield for Yoko as he does get himself Ice Form up and running. Can he get any kind of damage with that Ice Form? Trying to get Frostbolts to get some slows going onto ATH. Is he going to be able to line his side of this? Trying to go for shatters, but ATH continuing to maintain a shield basically at all times. Bolt might be able to land. Does he land it? He actually doesn't. ATH using that mobility of an Arcane Mage just to dip behind the pillar. Going to be early Ice Block for Yoko right now. I'm swapping to the wrong person. Maybe a Polymorph Yoko. Try to see if he might be able to. Yeah, actually might as well just go for a full poly. I feel like he should land a poly. Because what is ATH gonna do? Like, is ATH gonna go and interrupt that poly? He's probably gonna want to interrupt him on Frost more than anything. At least I would think. Stop him from doing damage. Polymorph doesn't land though. He's trying to see if he can juke him around. And he does land that. He actually did juke out a kick out of ATH. Trying to see if he can shatter some damage into ATH. He's going to blink in. That's going to be Big Shark trying to swallow up ATH. But his shields, he's just doubling up. He is double dipping in the shields. Yoko trying to take his shields back. That's going to be ATH breaking all his shields back to him. Big shatter. But ATH again, double shielded. He's taking 0 damage because Yoko is just giving the Frosty shield for free. At this point, Yoko might as well not even put a shield on himself unless it's a bad situation. Because ATH could always play the spell steal game. And he'll win the spell steal with the amount of mana that he has. Yoko won't be able to win that game. Arcane Missiles chasing Yoko away. As he does get himself a small shield up and running. ATH pushing in is going to blink past the Ring of Frost with a little bit more of Arcane Missiles. Blinking back right in front of Yoko's face. And that's why he's going to go for big damage. Yoko needs to stop him right now. No interrupt available. Trying to see if he can light a Polymorph. Might be a trick out of ATH. Not going to be a trick out of this Polymorph spam bonanza by Yoko. And he drops Yoko super low. with that Arcane Barrage. His cooldowns are up and running. Yoko got himself a shield up and running. Needs to go for spell steals for the shield with the ATH, man. He needs to at this point. I feel like he's got him. He has to. He's still trying to just control ATH. That's one of the things that Arcane does not have, is that freeze control and the massive slows that Frost brings. Is able to at least control that ATH is nowhere near him with them freezes. Man, for Yoko, this is going to be incredibly difficult to come back from. Because ATH can at least spam spells. He can spam Arcane Explosion. He's going to blink past the Ring of Frost as if it's going to stop him. Knocking up Yoko in midair. Actually going to be an interrupt onto ATH's cast on Arcane. And he's going to bail back because he knows he's kind of vulnerable with that being interrupt on him. Yoko's still holding onto his shield. Needs to go for a massive heal whenever possible. Dropping down Blizzard. ATH can blink past it regardless though. And it's going to just mount up. Hit him from the other side, other angle. It's going to be massive spell steals for ATH right now. Spell stealing everything, cleaning Yoko up. Yoko tried to play the spell steal game a little bit, but doesn't have the mana to keep with it. It's continuing to run as best as possible. Dropping down Blizzard to maybe slow down ATH with a Frozen Orb. Drop that Frozen Orb kind of random though. ATH not going to walk through either one of those, just waiting there for a bit. It's going to double dip on the shields. It's just going to be some spell steals coming in for Yoko. Does get to actually lock down ATH for a little bit with a poly. As they did kick him on a Arcane Blast cast. Or Arcane Barrage. Or Missiles. Polymorph maybe? He interrupted him on Arcane. That's all I can say. And ATH is frozen out in the open. Yoko recovering quite a lot of health. Look at him. He's actually coming back in these duels. ATH is going to blink in. That's going to be immediate spell steal by Yoko as soon as he gets a chance. ATH is going to hold on to the frozen shield for quite a bit. Spell steals are coming back to back as Yoko is trying to rip that shield off of ATH as best as possible. Yoko at this point might as well never put up a shield, man. Might as well just not do it. You might as well not do it. Just try to spell steal. ATH is actually going to interrupt him for a second. This is where Yoko, I think, needs to go for big setup. As soon as he gets a interrupt onto ATH on Arcane, ATH can't even blink anywhere. He's just stuck out in the open. So Yoko needs to interrupt, freeze him, big burst cooldown, big shatter. And ATH won't have an answer unless he trinket. Even then, he can't even trinket anything. He can trinket a root. That's about all he can really do. He can't trinket being interrupted. He won't even be able to respond. He might be able to hit it with a freeze, but he can't even blink. Big temple coming in for Yoko. ATH trying to see if he can spell steal that. And he does get to spell steal. He yoinks that heal that Yoko was trying to set up. 7 minutes into this duel. Let's see if this Frost Mage can somehow come back against an Arcane. Yoko tried to reposition, blinking a little bit ahead of time. Might be able to go for some food. ATH is approaching the pillar. That's exactly where he wants to be with this pillar. Man, if that pad had a slow effect, dude, I think that would be such a advantage for Yoko. If that pad had a passive slow every time he hit. But because that pet doesn't get a slow, you don't really get a slow unless you Frostbolt or hit an enemy with a Frozen Orb. It's rough. ATH pushing in, trying to get some damage. Gonna be a Frozen Orb on top of ATH. And Yoko trying to walk him back into the room. Shadows coming out. ATH has massive cooldowns. Gonna be a lockout onto Yoko and Frost. Could maybe try to see if he can lock out. ATH will have an interrupt available soon. Does land a polymorph. ATH trickles out of it at the last moment. Try to see if he can repolymorph the mage. That's gonna be a freeze. Try to see again, see if he can repoly. Does stop his attack damage for quite a bit though. ATH still has quite a bit of damage. More shadows coming out for Yoko. But Yoko is again playing very defensively here, just waiting shit out. Again, resummoning his elemental, but he's just on the last straw, man, on the last bit alive. Arcane Missile's coming down. Yoko doesn't have an interrupt for it. Ice Block is going to be the last bit of defense here. I think ATH bullied this Frost Mage enough. And this duel has such high dampening too. No more healing for anybody who wanted any kind of healings, boys. Yoko tried his hardest, man. He did his best. He beat a Demon Hunter. So what can you really say about that? Arcane Missiles. Poor Yoko. Poor Yoko. Alright, ATS. Try to get himself as much healing as possible. Arcane explosions back to back. From this round on, boys, there's going to be 0-0 dampener. And Christina is going to go for a bit of a bow. Christina! How excited. It's actually Christina, but I call him Christina just because it's easier. Christina! Are you excited about them female Worgen models update? They look really good, actually. They're really, really good. Like Worgen, I don't know what Blizzard did with them. They They gave him a facelift. They needed that. Going to be an opener by Casino right now with a full bleed set up onto ATS. ATS is just going to go for a shield up and actually into an invis. Not the big invis, but the short invis, just to get away from Casino for just a second. It's going to bait out that skull bash, and ATS is going to be free to cast actually. Casino might have to go for a stun or something. Pre-temporal coming in for ATS. Stun coming out for Casino. As expected, Casino is going to play defensive. He's going to land himself a little bit of a heal. This way, ATS is going to push in. Going to get a knock up onto Casino. No skull bash available. Actually, skull bash back up. If you can juke that skull bash out, you might be able to get the big damage. That's actually going to blink out with that arcane missiles onto Christina. And Christina's back up to try to get the bleed damage up and running. Reapplied. ATH is back to getting the slows up and running. That's going to be a skull bash no longer available for Christina. And ATH is just barraging him right now with arcane barrages and missiles. Just going to be popping off those missiles back straight into Christina's face. Back to back to back. Christina's still holding on to a wall as well as a massive heal. That's exactly what he might have to go for. That's going to be a blink interrupt out of ATS. Christina trying to figure their way around the room. Going to be a short invis out of ATS to get a bit of a defensive going, as his health is actually not looking that good with all those bleeds. Christina hasn't popped wall yet, hasn't popped a heal. Bash coming in, forces out a massive cooldowns for ATS. And this way he wants to get counter offensive as soon as possible. Skull bash locking him out, putting Christina in an upper hand. Going to go for travel form to get out of that route. That's going to be short invis for ATS. Try to drop off, targeting from Christina. Going to be a temporal. Christina wants to bail out of this. Still holding on to wall and renewal if they need to. Finally, renewal coming out. Wall and up this for damage. That's going to be a blink back for ATH. Back to the room. Blinking way out again. Trying to catch up to Christina, but also kind of avoid him. Doesn't have line of sight, but doesn't want to be next to Christina. Doesn't want to let Christina run away, but doesn't want to let Christina be next to him. No skull bash available. ATH just blasting arcane missiles back to back. Christina's a last ditch of defense, popping that last wall available. Going to be a short knockout by ATS, just using those arcane missiles, barraging Christina. That's going to be another interrupt with a blink around the corner. Arcane missiles back to back. Bash comes in. Christina maybe get a big bite to ATS, turn this around, trying to go for a heal while he's got it. Arcane missiles could be the end of Christina right here. Barely any health left. Barrage comes in. ATS barely has any health as well. Is getting more barrages. Arcane missiles again, and down he goes. Down goes Christina. Cannibalize coming out for ATS, but those bleeds are not gonna let him play. Zui is going up next as Assassinate Rogue. ATS is literally done for. What a mog, by the way, Zui. What a mog. That's Zakata in his rogue, by the way, boys, if you weren't aware. Is Wet Wipe next? It looks like Wet Wipe is next. Is he? Or is it Zer? I think Prox is trying to talk to Wet Wipe. Is he trying to change up? Be like, hey, let me go. I'm gonna beat Zui. Is that what he's trying to do? Kind of look like it. Alright, Wet Wipe. How's this gonna work? How are you gonna do this, my dude? Gonna be an opener by Zui with a kidney shot off the bat onto Wet Wipe. Pre-fainting some of the damage as Wet Wipe is just casting lightning bolts into his face. Mallet to follow. Wet Wipe, does he have a defensive to pop here? Is he just gonna die? Lightning lasso onto Zui. Does get a trinket out of it. Wet Wipe get hit with a blind. Trinkets out of it immediately. Zui's gonna get a feint rolling up. Wet Wipe trying to maybe go for a bit of a port. Is he gonna teleport out for a second? 3, 2, 1. No, he's some. Okay. Huh. Okay. Weird. 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 I mean, he got a cool mog. You ever look at somebody and you see like a dope mog and you're like, oh, he must be really good at the game. You know what I mean? Like, this guy's just gonna blast damage out of nowhere. That was important. That was original perfection. You are right. He did get a random elemental. That's what I was thinking about. That random Ellie came out. I thought he summoned the Ellie, but I guess he didn't. Alrighty, boys. That is going to be the last few left here with Prox versus Zui. No more healing for these two. Dampening super high up. That's going to be Thorns up and running for Prox off the bat. Going to be a kidney shot for Zui regardless. He's just going to go for a bit of a reset. Should go for reapplying the poisons onto Prox. I know he's going to dispel them anyway, but you should still go for it. As I think Zui tried to go for a bit of a reset. Going to get a Garrote into Prox. Welcome it out off the bat. Going to be a feint up for Zui with a evasion right now. Trying to see if he can stay onto Prox. Shadow stepping past him. He's going to try to stay on him. Reapplying the crippling poison best as possible. Prox is going to pour it out. Liliano! Send a kiss to my girlfriend Victoria. Is that the kind of relationship you guys have? Alrighty. I don't know what the I don't know. It's too weird. That's the best I could do. And I just look for a second and Zooey is dead. I guess we're also kissing Zooey goodbye. We'll miss you, buddy. What just happened? Somebody's gonna have to give me. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. I'll probably go and re-commentate that in my free time or something. Thank you, Juliano. Yo, can we get a hashtag Juliano in chat showing appreciation for the wonderful donut? It's going to be Aylwin popping in that wall right now as Prox is going to try to go for a bit of a bleed and just hit and run place. I'll force the wall out of Aylwin. He's going to bail out for a second. He got Cyclonic Blast to the face. I'll be able to watch that and I'll probably re-commentate that. That part. Just because I missed it. It happened so fast. Bash coming in onto Elwood, has a trinket if he wants to use it, not going to use it for a while. Going to be Prox trying to get a big bite, big blood of the enemy coming out for Elwood, dropping down the Infernal. Is that going to be enough damage for Elwood? Can he get himself a big cannonball? That should do a lot of damage right here. 25% more if he has rank 3. Double cannonball flying at Prox, but it looks like he's going to survive it. Went for a massive heal with renewal as soon as he had a chance. That's going to be Aylwood with an Infernal up, but cannot really reach Prox right now. Very unlucky situation. Prox is building whatever components he got off that Infernal. No healing available at 70% dampening, boys. The healing is just going to get worse and worse. And ooh, I'm learning, but Prox is running for some of his essences, man. Looks like he's running that Raid Essence. Looks like a lot of people have been running Raid Essence, especially this Pharaoh, just so you can get some random free damage with bleeds. I can totally see it, man. Bash comes in onto Elwood, instant trinkets out of it, horror effect onto Prox. Doesn't have a pet. Or if he does have a pet, oh, that pet just died. Try to resummon a pet. He tried to resummon a pet, but Prox was able to maul the pet down. Elwood with his blades cannot really hold on much longer. And it's going to be going down. Lomania doesn't get that Greater Pyro. That was such a perfect fear for Prox to actually line aside that Greater Pyro Blast. Breath onto Prox for just a moment. Ring of Frost tried to happen. Lomania. I keep calling him Megalomania. Lomania needs to get himself a setup. Tries to get an interrupt onto Prox somehow. I guess Prox trying to maybe go for a quick renewal or maybe a root. Lomania's health is not looking healthy anymore though. Sacred Chicken coming down. I think it's going to be with the Chicken. Going to be maybe an Ice Block out of this damage. Yep, going to be an Ice Block as Cauterize coming down. Prox is full cooldowns, man. He's got everything. He even has a wall and renewal available. If Lomania can somehow make it out of here, Breath comes in. Bash for Prox, immediately trinkets out of it, big bite, and that's it. Down they go. Down they go. I was really excited for the Frost Mage, man, when I saw it. I was really excited. Alrighty, boys, let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Get another group going. $56. 56. Junior ready. Night Raven is ready. Alrighty, we can have Catrican versus Night Raven again. Hopefully more people in Night Raven's group get to play. Besides just Fortin. Because Pharaohs have seen as terrible, then they actually are good for 1v1, so Blizzard don't nerf the OP things. I think it's a bad attitude to have, man. All things just OP. Blaming Blizzard for everything. I don't see a lot of Pharaohs in arenas. They are good, but they're not top tier. You know what I mean? With every class setup, like melee range, there's always like a totem pole, like in these duels. They're always going to be top class. Pharaohs are not top tier like an Unholy Death Knight. Like for a Pharaoh in a 2v2 versus Unholy Death Knight, Pharaoh's gonna hate his life. He's gonna lose his mind. Celestial Arcane does like nothing. As for Frost is 25% mana, yeah. With Arcane versus Frost, that's just huge, man. Gonna go again. Bachiski died, he's gonna resurrect. Ready? Alright, we're gonna try to redo that. Pharaoh Survival Hunter is a nice combo for Arena. Oh, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see more Pharaoh Survival Hunter in 2v2s. Does anybody play that? I would love to watch like Dillypoo or someone play that. Now, we got a group with Blazer in it. Today is the EU, my man. Blazer is on an A. Unless we actually have a group on NA. Then we can do a couple NA at the end of the EU stream. But it'll have to be a full EU, and then we'll do a couple on NA, maybe. I guess. Alrighty. Alrighty, boys. I saved that, right? I did. Of course I did. Of course I did. Still watching? Yes, YouTube. I'm still watching. So Twitch, we got ourselves Team Baloo coming back in with Athoman from the Grand. The Grand! It's perfect arena for you. Got Baczynski here. Fortune in the back. We got I Love Kate and Judo Master if you're Swedish. It's Judo, not Judo. On Team Red, we're actually missing a boy, but we got Kachika, we got Kissy going up first. We got Oblivion in the back, and we got ourselves Smerald. Who are we missing? Cat, who is the fifth, man? Who was the fifth that didn't make it in? It's going to be Kissy up. Maybe they'll get in, dude. Maybe they'll have a chance. It looks like I Love Kate is going to be going up first. As per usual, guys, if you are rogue or stealthy, unless you're dueling, be out of stealth, maybe if you want to restart. Yeah, we can. If our team Kachika leaves right now, we can restart. We can restart. I'm okay with that. Team Cat, leave, and we'll just restart real quick. So let's see them all pop. Out of here. Yeah, let's go. We gotta restart. Hopefully the rest of your team knows what's up. We gotta redo, boys. Just gotta redo, just to make sure they have a fifth. Kachika, get someone in that doesn't get that DC. Somebody that doesn't have, like, shoddy internet, or maybe the guy is not actually DC, so it's like an excuse, like, hey, I actually got stuff to do, but I'm gonna say DC, or just logged off without saying anything, which I'm okay with. Get Dead in here, man, if he's up. Does anyone play? Dude, Dead made a big deal last time about PvE gear and trinkets, and we haven't seen him since. Did he quit? Dude, I hope he didn't, dude. That dude is way too good. That dude is way too good, and I want to see him in duels. And if literally the whole trinkets thing and PvE gear is enough to get him to, like, stop playing, I'm surprised. Ready next round? Got 5 people. Let's get actually Noel done. We got Noel, Dan, and Night Raven in. Because I don't know how long it will take for Cat to find another person. We'll just get a new one in, dude. We're just gonna get a group that's already 5 people ready. Low Lord got a group? Hell yeah, boys. Need most stealthy Taurans? We do. Top 3 PvP classes. Why is Unholy so good right now? Top 3 PvP classes and why is Unholy so good right now? Top 3 classes 1, 2, 3. Unholy, because they're good. I don't know. Like, how do you explain why Unholy is good? They do a lot of damage. They're really tanky. I think that's about it, yeah, chat. Necrotics is also kind of annoying to play against, but it's not that bad. Necrotic Strike? Psh. Well, actually, yes. No, it's like, no, but actually, yes, meme. That's what you need to plug into that. Roommate Druid, the end. That sounds like a boring lifestyle. I mean, what class or race is that? I quit the game very long time. What are you talking about? What was that? What was what? I mean, what class or race is that? I quit the game a long time. What are you talking about, Chirage? Is that, wait, is that from that one anime? About, oh my god, dude. I looked at your goddamn anime picture, and then I read the name Chirage, and I was like, shh, what anime is that, actually? Yeah, oh my god, that was a weeb. Oh, you guys couldn't have guessed that yourselves. What anime is that, actually? We need one more to go. Is Nolan? Okay, he says I'm ready now. Okay, well, Nolan, I'll try to get you in. I don't know what you guys were. You said you were ready. I'm gonna get Kachika back in then. Let's get Kachika and Zero. Let's just do this. Let's just get some new people in. Kachika and Zero. Wait, I need one more than go. Cat, Rican, and Zero. Looks like Zero actually has a group. Let's get some variety in. I don't want to see Kachika conversing against the same guys. You know what I mean? I don't want to see his team versus the same dudes over and over. I feel like it's very boring. I think from here on, I'm just gonna change you guys up randomly. I'm not gonna go by specific order. I'm just gonna go random, kind of how the wind blows. Do it again. Oh my god! I'm ready now. Now y'all ready. Now y'all ready. One hat leave. Now y'all ready. Full ready. Zato! It's not even popping up. Let me try it again. Oh, wait, it doesn't even show up. What the fuck? Oh my god. Did I get it wrong? A Psycho? Let's actually get Psycho versus... Let's actually do Psycho versus Kachikan. That sounds exciting. You have no target. What? Sean and Cat Rican 5. It says I have no target. Sean, are you offline? Are you hiding from a friend of yours or something? Yes, Sean, go online and then I can queue you. Be online! Maybe that's why we're having so much trouble. I'm just gonna say, if you guys want to do the duels and you're leading the group, make sure you're online on BNet. I know if you're hiding from like a friend or something. Let's get back to WoW with them Outlaw PvP with Chase! Have you not checked out the channel? We just put up an Outlaw Rogue guide, my man. What are you talking about? My man, hopefully you enjoy this patch, dude. 8.2 has been insane. Thank you so much for coming by, dude. Thank you for the donation. Can we get a hashtag Chase in chat? Check out the channel, my dude. We just gotta put up an Outlaw Rogue PvP guide, guy. Sean and Cat Rican. Bro, please, you snooze, you lose, man. You gotta either be quick or we got the next one going, man. Ruins of Lordaeron, boys. Boys, I'm just trying to get as many of these duels going. I know y'all love these duels. I'm trying to get through as many of these as possible. Let as many of you guys play. That is my core principle and cause here, boys. My core principle and cause. This is what we're here for. Alrighty? That's literally all we're here for. Actually, I'm still recording. Twitch, don't you need to do that? We got ourselves Elwid with Team Bull. We got ourselves Instabull. Instabill. No, Instabill. Wait, don't you have Instabull? What is a chest? What is a tabard? That's Calaxi, isn't it? A mop? Isn't it? Christina is back in. We got ourselves Rinks. Whoa. This is prepared for vanilla. And then we got ourselves TM Psycho coming back in as in. Isn't one in my server, dude. Hey, man. Glad you checked out my server, Dalaran. Haha. Got ourselves on Team Red. We got Dog Boss. We got ourselves Catcher Can. The man kissing the back. We got ourselves Oblivion in the back as well as Smurled, another Fury Warrior. We're going to have Kachikan popping up first. Is that going to be Psycho off the bat? Kachikan versus Psycho. That's going to be a very interesting setup. Earthbind Totem and Psycho is already going to go for a setup. That's going to be Kachikan doing a bit of a roar. The fanfare, the fanfare. But for Psycho, this is going to be a very interesting duel, dude. That probably might be the worst matchup for him to start with. Might have an easier time, though. That's going to be a Sundering coming down onto Kachikan. As Kachikan is going to go for a bit of a rampage himself right now. Still continuing to heal off of Psycho as best as possible. Psycho taking quite a bit of damage. That's going to be Kachikan going to go for a bit more of a setup with a disarm onto Psycho. Might be able to charge him up, and he does get to charge him with a War Storm. Trying to continue chucking damage into Psycho. Forcing him to use all his Maelstrom for self-heal. Psycho already used his Ghost Rules, but it doesn't look like he plays any other playstyle. No Ascendance this time, no big burst, maybe not even a Bloodlust on a bars. Is he going to go for a more passive playstyle? Is that why he's getting Kachikan so low, so easily over time? Big charge for Cat off of one of his totems. That's actually might have been the board setup. Another charge onto Psycho, and he's going to go for that wall up. As he's used to ramp up his damage back to Kachikan all over again. Big Sunder. Kachikan actually got a Zerker Rage out of it. And Psycho has to go for a more heal-based playstyle. It looks like this man is going to go for a bit more of a controlled damage output rather than big bursts. But we'll see if that pays off as Kachikan is back up at full health. Hasn't even had to go for a big kill. That's going to be a Psycho disarm. Can't even build a lot of resources. Trying to see if he can let a Hex out to Kachikan. Doesn't get a kick out of Cat. That's going to be reflected the very last moment as Kachikan waited. Execute range available. He's actually getting those X's right now into Psycho. It looks like it's just going to be downhill from here. And the boy might go down. Try to desperately survive, but down he goes, and Kachikan takes out the first one. That's going to be Rinks up next. Going to get a Hodge immediately onto Cat, but he's playing Adaptation. Oh my god, that might be the play here. He's prepping up for a Paladin. I think he built himself just to dual Palace. That's going to be Rinks popping off that Trinket because the wings are up and running. That's going to be full wings. It's going to go for, what is that laser beam? Who runs that? Who does that? Rinks went to Area 51, dude. He's got his spaceship hovering above the arena already. But he's never met a beast like Kachikan before. This man is out of this world. It's going to be reflected for Kachikan now as he expects for Rinks to be able to get a Hodge available. Rinks is going to go for a Hodge right after him. Shield Avengers is up and running for him. Trying to see if he can get that shield to pop next to Kachikan. Kachikan is going to go for a Bloodthirst yet again. Gonna be, was that a middle long wings? That was not middle long wings that are rings, but I think he has a setup for middle long wings. Kachikan tried to go for a bit of a first aid. Doesn't look like he was able to get it. Gonna be disarmed onto rings. So he's at least unable to do any damage. Is gonna at least build up himself some holy power. It's gonna land himself a heal. Kachikan kind of out of cooldowns for now. Middle long wings coming out for Rins right now. Kachikan might be able to maybe get a reflect back into rings with a stun that might put him up in a bad situation. Is gonna go for that reflect. Rings is not gonna hodge it. You're just gonna wait it. It's gonna pop that beam out. Gonna be a blaze storm for Kachikan in case it was gonna be a hodge to follow. It's gonna get a hodge adaptation coming out immediately. Flash of light trying to come out. Burnix actually stops the flash of light. Try not to get interrupted. Bubble coming out of that man. He actually decided to go for a bubble rather than a bop versus cat. I'm not sure how I feel about it. You could have just maybe went for a bop, because then you would have still had bubble for later, unless he's just trying to set up a bop for the rest of the cat's team, and that's going to be Dog, Boss, and Kissy. They can actually get rid of that. And I believe it. That's actually going to be Rings getting hit with an execute back-to-back. Oh my god, didn't even get a recovery. Elwood is going to be up next. Try to see if he can get a setup, just doing a bit of a leap. Jump up with Cat. Looks like Cat is actually going to give him an honor duel. Is going to give him honor duel. It's like, I acknowledge you. Look at me jumping. I acknowledge you. Big bow for Cat is going to get in there. Immolate's coming out for Aelwyd in the opener with a horror effect already onto Kachikan with a Chaos Bolt to follow. Going to get a big charge in with a reflect onto Aelwyd. Big Infernal coming down. Gonna materialize itself. Cyclotronic Blast trying to come out. Gonna get interrupted. Not the cat, not the channel, but the cast of it. So Aelwyd could follow up with a Cyclotronic yet again. Is gonna try to see if he can get a fear onto Kachikan, but Zerker's raging. No, not even Zerker raging out of it. He did press Zerker's rage, but it's gonna be adaptation breaking him out of that immediately. That's gonna be a bit of a blade storm. Does interrupt the Cyclotronic yet again. Aelwyd can still cast a Cyclotronic if he wants to. Short fear onto Kachikan. Doesn't reflect up and running. Kachikan gets a charge in. Try to get those executes in there. Reflect back the into Aelwyd, and down they go. That's 3 people down, but oh boy, God, at least Christina is going to be up next. It's so cool because most of these guys know each other so well, man. Like Kachikan knows Christina. They dueled before. They know how it goes. They know how it is. Alright, Christina. It's probably going to be one of your hardest matches. Normally, Kachikan has the hardest time with Ferals, but recently, Kachikan's has been clapping. He's been forcing Ferals to literally rage quit. I said it with the procs a couple weeks back now. Just gonna get in a nice opener with all his bleeds up and running, not wasting a ton. Blood of the enemy coming down, so you can go for big setup onto Kachikan. Gonna go for a bit of a wall with thorns as well. Root from a distance. Cyclotronic blast to Cat, and Cat can't stop it. Lots of crits coming out and doing no more damage. All Cat could do is maybe max range of Cyclotronic, which I think he was able to. He got a couple ticks in that thing. That's going to be another reopener by Christina to follow onto Kachikan. Kachikan is going to get the charge heal. Bash to follow. He's just getting himself put up in a really bad spot back to back, however. Those bleeds are going to do quite a lot of work. Christina's health is starting to drop little by little. Being the squishy Feral, you take quite a lot of damage. Root to follow onto Cat to keep him at bay. Does he go for a big leap to catch up to Christina? He knows Christina's on the other side. He knows he's on the other side of the room. Does try to almost whirlwind it, but that's going to be still open. A bike instead. A Cat might have to go for Enrage Regeneration here. Try to stave off that Enrage Regen as best as possible. Charger Christina does get the Bloodthirst in him. Again, just try to stay off. It's going to be Thorns up and running for Cat. Gonna pop himself some massive heals right now as he's just trying to reflect damage back into Christina. He does get another charge. Massive heal back to back for Kachikan. Just full health. And Christina's Thorns are out for the time being. That's going to be a Blade Storm to break out of those roots, but then a charge to intercept Christina to follow. Christina tried to stave off the damage. Has renewal if they need to. That's going to be adaptation by Kachikan, breaking them out of that stun. So for Christina, should have probably had the stun just a little bit shorter, so at least it would have been some duration. Bite back into Cat, and Christina with a trinket, with a renewal. Barely anything less. Safety trinket coming down. Might have to go for renewal right now. Does use it. Needs to somehow find a way to turn the damage back around onto Kachikan, who just cleaving and slashing and hacking away Christina. Thorns are back up and running. Could that be the end to Cat right here? Big stun onto Cat right now. Does he have a combating shower? Oh, he actually does go down. The massive bull does get a damage turned around by Christina. I did not expect that. I actually didn't expect that. Oh my god, dude. My goodness. My goodness. Yeah, Psycho. Katrikan heals for a ton, dude. It's not even funny. It is actually not even funny. Christina getting hit with a scatter shot over the bat. This is going to be double boppity bop. Aim shot. Big damage out of Obliv. Getting an opener onto Christina. It's going to follow up with a concentrated flame. It's going to be a freezing trap to follow as Obliv is going to go for cooldowns yet again. Double aim shot to follow. Getting big damage into Christina. Just pelleting it back to back with those aim shots. Needs to get a rapid fire going at one point or something. Let's get a rapid fire going for just a second. Going back and still pelting Christina with arcane shots whenever he gets a chance. Waiting for that scatter shot to be back up off CD so he might be able to trap Christina in it. Going to be a bash to Obliv. Scatter into Christina. Trickets out of it immediately. He's going to try to go for behind the pillar. Try to catch himself a re-heal. Flare on top of him. But it's still going to be some heals for Christina. Obliv is still, I think he's still turning this around. He's got himself that WAD set, dude. One of the cooler sets back in the day. Going to be aim shot onto Christina. Big damage, dropping him down from like a comfortable 80% down to half. 30% of his health in a single global. Does have double tap available as well. Knocking Christina back. Aim shot. Rihanna lined up. Double aim shot. Christina super low. Does get blood of the enemy and Obliv. This is going to land a shortest scatter shot onto Christina. Maybe a rapid fire around the corner right before Christina does get behind the LOS. Does not get that rapid fire. But the pet is over there. Flare is down. Not going to let Christina do anything in terms of resets. Hibernate onto the pet is going to be a massive rapid fire. Safety trigger pocket for Christina as they do get a bash. Finally able to get some bleeds onto Obliv. But a freezing trap is going to put him away. And if Obliv has a big setup here with an aim shot right now, double hit, or actually I think it was a single aim shot hit just now, but still big damage. Christina's getting back in there, man. Wall available very, very soon. Thorns are up and running. Aim shot not going to commit, not going to land onto Christina. Wasn't just like out of it behind the line of sight, but no chicken available for Christina anymore. So Obliv, if you can get a quick setup onto Christina, lower down their health by a little bit. Wall for Christina a little early. Obliv trying to continue with the slows. Arcane shots back to back. Try to do what he can damage-wise. Drop down a freezing trap. Double tap available for him. Actually, he went for a bit of a heal. Kiting Christina into the freezing trap. Aim shot. That might be the shot that he needs. You got to take the shot, man. You got to take the shot. Double aim shot. And not enough damage, however. But the bleeds are rocking Obliv right now. His health is not looking that good. Scatter shot. Another aim shot on Christina. Getting him super low. He needs to go for a hit. He disengaged in the wrong direction. That's going to be Obliv going down to those bleeds. That was such a close matchup. Such a close setup. And that's going to be like one cat. Burnt up immediately. Insta-build. Not wasting any time. Going to get hit with a polymer though. As a minion for Succubus, Breath is going to get a double Chaos Bolt here. Breath is going to stop the second Chaos Bolt. Is that going to be a greater power that will last? Is that going to land? Going to be Reflect for Insta-Bill. As Dogs is trying to see if he can maybe get himself a little bit of a setup, but still in the buff. Not going to happen. Big Chaos Bolt is going to fly. That was a pretty big damage for Insta-Bill just now. Just turning that burst rotation off of Dog Boss around. With a Ring of Frost. Try to see if you can see him. Does land a full CC actually. Greater Power Blast is going to happen with a Fireball to follow. Insta-Bill still has a lot of health. A massive heal right now while Wall is up and running. Going to be a blink for our boy Dog Boss. Horror Effect is going to try to set him off. Trinkets out of it. Fear trying to come out for Insta-Bill.